Hello everybody, Artifact Molotalk here, and I'm back with a video. Now, this video is going to be something that I have to do to rejoice for all of the anti-meta decks that I have played throughout my history as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Today will be the creation of a new holiday in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anti-Meta Pride Day will be celebrated every October 1st from now on. And I will be the host to celebrate it. And with every future year that we're doing videos on this channel, every October 1st will be a day of live streaming nothing but anti-meta. Whether it's Card Demise decks, Herald decks. Well, Herald's technically not anti-meta, it's anti-everything, so I can't do that. And basically a day that we're going to give shoutouts to the main tubers that have specialized in anti-meta. And I want to bring up one of them in particular. Gage X Scapegoat has the best anti-meta content on all of YouTube. There will never be a goddamn player on YouTube that has better anti-meta stuff than Gage, because he knows how to do it the best. Okay? I'm going to tell you just today, I'm pretty sure he can come up with something better. I can tell you that right now. Gage can always come up with something better than me at any time that he may see fit, if he feels like it. Because he's an anti-meta player that's been doing this shit for years. Okay? This is like... me and him have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a long time, but he's been specializing his time in the anti-meta community for years on end. For about 8 years or so he's been doing anti-meta. 2018 is probably going to be the 9th year officially that he's been doing it. So, for doing all this, I feel I have to bring up a holiday that basically acknowledges and empowers the anti-meta players who have worked their butts off. Because, fun fact, anti-meta players had to work harder than any other type of rogue player to get their deck to be a success. Rogue players work hard in general, but anti-meta players are working the hardest. That's the truth. And anybody that would say otherwise is obviously not understanding of how hard poor, but at the same time competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Players have to work in order to get good lists, in order to get things affordable for themselves, and things like that. And yeah, it just goes on to a whole long thing about how hard anti-meta players really have to work in order to get a one-up in life. And lately, it's been harder for anti-meta more than ever, because barrier statues are basically out. Herald can still win games a lot more now than before now, but still struggles to Solemn Strike. Literally, unless if you get Herald plus Royal Decree, you're basically fucked. If they manage to top deck the Strike. And then they bait out the Herald and then you're salty about it too. And yeah, it's just really hard to get your anti-meta decks to work lately. But I said barrier statues should be coming back once we get the new Spiral Link monsters and the Audiara Link monsters and shit like that. Because then we're going to be going back to a special summon dot game. Because True Draco I can see dropping out of the whole meta game entirely. Because keep in mind, Spiral the Double Helix is just one Link monster. We have a Link monster coming for Lightsworns, Burning Abyss, Cleaforts. Who knows what else they can make a Link monster for? They can have Link monsters for multiple more archetypes. For Synchrons, for freaking Infernities for all we know. Even though that deck is already retardedly broken as it is, but yeah. We still have barrier statues down over here. For all that would dare special summon. And yeah, I mean, and Time Lords is a really good anti-meta. It's not really much anti-meta. It's more of just stun in general. Harold is like literally can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Time Lord is not like that. Is nowhere near like that, but they're like they're like hitting you down. They're like trying to take you down a little at a time while preventing you from basically using certain types of cards. With Zephyr on the Time Lord putting your floodgates back into your deck and things like that. When I made my budget list, a lot of people ended up disliking just because I didn't mention Chainburn, or a lot of the more popular choices, another one being dinosaurs. I didn't put dinosaurs, I didn't speak too highly of dinosaurs, mermaids, and cosmos on my list. I did have Pendulum Magicians on there, but I didn't have them nowhere near first, let alone the top 3. And people dislike that video a lot. And I still think I got a dislike on there. For no apparent reason when my logic is sound. Anybody that when I said the Satellar's were the second best budget deck of the format, a lot of people were probably laughing at me and were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Satellar's are nowhere near good enough to be like that. And you know what? You know why I have to say that? I'm laughing at your asses right now. Watch my video and check out my proof that I got first place. Undefeated. I went undefeated. I didn't lose a single game while I was there. I'm laughing at all of you that said my list and my content sucks. I'm laughing at all of you right now. And you know what you all are to me right now? The scum of the earth. For basically freaking cracking on me and saying, oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Satellar's can't make the cut. Oh, Satellar and Demise ain't good enough. If you don't necessarily agree with me, that's fine. Because I'm just going to keep taking wins while y'all keep taking L's playing your shitty rogue decks. No, I'm not going to call rogue shitty. Your budget decks are shitty. Most likely. Rogue is not shitty. Rogue is good. I love Rogue. You want to keep saying that Cosmo is the best rogue deck or that Pendulum Magicians is the best rogue deck? You can all get out of my face. You really could. Because I'm not putting up with you. Like, I don't have time for y'all. Y'all can get out of my face. You can take your negativity and bring it to another YouTuber. Today is Anti-Meta Pride Day, and I'm going to be at my happiest today. Have a good day, everybody. Don't forget to salute your anti-meta generals. Gagex Scapegoat and Artifact Molotok. And subscribe to us both. Peace.